Let's talk Bedlam. Oklahoma at Oklahoma State, Stillwater. I mean, come on. I know if you're looking at the box score graphic that we have up, Oklahoma outgained Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State deserved to win this football game. They turned the ball
Hmm.
over twice in the second half in Oklahoma territory. Guess what they said? We don't care. We're going to find a way to get stops late, and we're going to go down and win this football game. Alan Bowman, man. Alan Bowman. He's been playing some of the best quarterback in the Big 12 these last 4 weeks. He has been. He makes the throws. He trusts his receivers. They actually have some talent there. I kind of like what they have. And then Ollie Gordon, of course, he got his. We knew he was going to get his. I thought he might have had a bigger game, but and when you rush for 137 and 2 touchdowns, that's plenty. That's plenty in most cases, right? But hey, man, Alan Bowman. Although Ollie Gordon did throw that interception, which was I have zero clue why they ran that trick play, coming right out of the quarter or the timeout or whatever when you have all that momentum. And I don't know. I don't know why he threw that. There's no need to run a trick play right there. Didn't matter though. Billy Bowman picks him off, but then Alan Bowman comes right back and scores a tutter. So this is an awesome game. This was an awesome game. Dylan Gabriel, 26 of 34 or 37, 344, a touchdown and a pick. For the second straight week, not really getting it done when it counts, not putting the game away.
Yeah, how much has that narrative changed since that Texas game? Which is a shame though, because like you ask college teams all around, like it is hard to manufacture a game-winning drive. When the defense knows you're gonna pass the ball, it is very hard. Right? You're tired, a lot of emotions, you're on the road in a rivalry game. But obviously you're right, didn't get it done. I thought he played fine, but like the better team tonight was Oklahoma State. They are playing fantastic football right now.
Oh yeah,
Oklahoma is, trending the wrong direction, like we talked about earlier. And it's exciting. I'm so happy for Oklahoma State, those fans, right? That after I'm sure it was nice to get that last win, that last say in this historic rivalry game, which I hope will eventually continue up again. But yeah, Ollie Gordon for Heisman. If they had some more marquee games down the stretch, I would really be, endorsing that a lot more. I just think he might not have the platform to get it done. Obviously, a Big 12 championship game with Texas, presumably Texas would be obviously huge for him to do that. But yeah, when we got UCF, Houston, and BYU down the stretch, like
dude, he
it's
might run for another 600 yards these next 3 games.
which might be his only way to the Heisman. But honestly, I think Ollie Gordon and Oklahoma State, they're looking at Big 12 title hopes. Like that's their goal right now, and I think it's a real possibility. How high can they climb? Right, they're at 20. They're how high can they climb?
Yeah,
We'll
well,
see. We'll see what comes out
they were at
tomorrow.
22 like this past week, right? So
Yeah,
I don't know what they're at this week right now. I mean, college football playoff show will be out, I guess, the day that this comes out. So we don't know what their college football playoff rankings will be, but dude, New Year's Six, it's not out of the question for these Cowboys.
no,
And
and
what do we
I don't know
say?
anybody.
Save a horse and ride these Cowboys. Mike Gandhi is just such a legend right now. He's such a legend.
He's
Gosh.
awesome.
Sorry. Apologize for that.
Boone Pickens Stadium is just historic. Historic.
Yeah. I mean, and this is good for them too, because like in the new Big 12 era, like it'll be it. It's nice to know that things never change with Mike Gundy, right?
Dude, I think an underrated storyline, like a coaching matchup that's just gonna be tremendous, is Mike Gundy and Cal Whittingham. I think those guys are just
Oh,
super, super exciting. Like I love those personalities, their play styles of the team, just their FU mentality. I'm gonna recruit 3 stars and develop them. And every couple of
and
years, I'm
win.
just gonna pop off. And that's what like Oklahoma State just does not have losing seasons. They just don't.
They don't go away, man. They
And
don't
they
go
clinched
away.
one. They clinched a winning season, by the way, 7-2. So a lot of people very happy. But
Yeah, and I will cash that Oklahoma State over 6.5 wins at plus 105. I will cash that. I see you at the counter. So
you love that.
uh You took Oklahoma over 9.5 though, right?
Yeah, I definitely don't feel definitely worried after that
Okay, West Virginia,
Texas win.
BYU, TCU, right? So they're come on.
Yeah,
Plus, by the way, like if Oklahoma State drops another, well, I guess they got to drop 2 games in the Big 12. If they drop 2 games in the Big 12, then Oklahoma State still has that tiebreaker. Well, then they still need Kansas to drop a game. Wow, dang.
yeah.
Yeah, tough
Brent
scene for Oklahoma
Venables.
right now.
I do think it was still this is still a very positive year. I think a lot is getting lost in the past 2 weeks. They went on the road and they played Kansas last week, who beat Iowa, right? And pretty handily. And then they lost to a wagon at Oklahoma State, fired up for a rivalry game. Like, I don't really knock Brent Venables that much. I think we just kind of overcorrected after that Texas win on what our expectations of Oklahoma was going to be this year. And they can still finish 9-3, and still have a very successful year this year and heading into the SEC. But yeah, I do think like, yeah. That's what I'm gonna say.
I agree with that 100%. I I still feel weird about Dylan Gabriel, man. I don't know. I obviously he had that Texas game. Uh, that was a game like where he did throw the ball well, but relied a lot on his legs. I do like the fact that Gavin Sawchuk got a lot of time. I thought that was a guy like early in the season. I thought that he was gonna maybe be the guy, and he hasn't been the guy, really. Like, but he's been good, man. He's been good. So, I really young. As a young player, so I think he should get more time. He obviously showed why he should get more time this game. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the season for both these teams. These are 2 teams that still have a lot to play for, I think. So
Absolutely.
very, very excited for that.